Have you been working on your manga for years, but still have nothing to show? You're not alone. Most beginners never even get past the planning phase. They get caught up with too many ideas, too much overwhelm, and way too much overthinking. So why do some people break through while most people just stay stuck? In this video, you're going to learn the same trick that helped our students go from stuck and struggling to submitting their very first manga to an international competition in just 3 weeks. We've helped over 400 beginner mangakas bring their ideas to life. And we've used a proven strategy that we've built together with our pro mangaka mentors of over 50 years of experience. The best part? If you follow these steps, you can start putting your story on paper in the next 2 hours. Picture this. You're holding a manga you made. Your name's printed right on the cover. Sounds like a dream, right? But between this moment and that dream is you. Here's the reality. Writing down more story notes, sketching more character design concepts, more art practice, that's not the same as making manga. So many beginners think they need to have the perfect story. They need pro-level art. Everything has to be perfect before they start with their manga. You know what you really need? You just have to start. In the book Art and Fear, there's a story about a pottery teacher who splits her class into 2 groups. Group 1 was told, make 1 perfect pot by the end of the term. That's it, just 1, but it had to be flawless. Group 2, they were told to make as many pots as they could. They'd be graded on quantity, not quality. So, who do you think made the most beautiful pot? Group 2. Why? Because while Group 1 spent the whole term planning and overthinking, Group 2 just kept doing. They made pot after pot. Each one taught them something. And by the end, their work was far better than Group 1's perfect pot. If all you're doing is thinking, talking, and dreaming about becoming a mangaka, waiting for the perfect moment, without actually creating manga, even the crappy ones, you're stuck in Group 1. So here's the question. How do you shift into Group 2? The group that actually finishes, the group that made the best output? It's simple. Just take action. And if you're ready to take that first real step, just book a free one-on-one manga consultation call with our team. We'll help you identify your biggest blocks and give you an exact roadmap for your next steps. It's time to move forward. Check the link to book a call in the description. Alright, so now we know. It's time to take action. No more overthinking. We've done plenty of that already. But where do we actually start? Try this. Just start with 1 page. Ever heard of yonkoma? It's a simple 4-panel, 1-page manga. This format is usually used in gag manga, but you can use it for anything. There are 2 different styles. Single columns like this one from Azumanga Daioh, or double columns like in K-On! Don't forget, there's a right way to read a yonkoma so you're not confused. Even though it's short, it still follows the backbone of Japanese manga storytelling. Kisho ten ketsu, which means introduction, development, twist, and conclusion. Every panel matters. Every beat moves your story forward. And it doesn't have to be comedy. You can make one about anything, like something that happened to you today. The goal isn't to create an award-winning masterpiece. The goal is to finish, to prove to yourself, I can create manga. Because once you finish that first yonkoma, your confidence goes up, and starting your next one feels way less scary. Take our student Daniel. He had never finished a manga before, so we challenged him to make just 1 yonkoma. It was short, simple, and easy enough for him to actually finish. 2 months later, his Yonkoma game leveled up like crazy. And along the way, he discovered his talent for creating horror stories. With that confidence, he started making 2-page spreads. And this is where it starts to get even more fun. If you can master the 2-page spread, then soon you'll be on your way to creating a finished one-shot. But first, what exactly is a spread? You've probably read hundreds, maybe even thousands of manga pages by now. But here's the thing, when you're holding a manga in your hands, you don't read it 1 page at a time. You read 2 pages at once, side by side. That's a 2-page spread. Pro mangakas think of this spread almost as one big illustration. According to our pro mangaka mentor, Nao Yazawa,
professional editors check this new person's work. They never read 1 page by 1 page, never ever.
Every panel, every line of dialogue, every bit of white space, it's all meant to guide your eyes across both pages in harmony. That's why pro mangakas spend so much time mastering this format. It's where manga storytelling really comes alive. When done right, a 2-page spread can control your pacing, surprise your readers, and deliver emotional punches you can't pull off in a single page. And here's the best part. You don't need to be a pro to start using this effectively. You just need to understand how it works. So, what are the basic rules you need to follow? First, manga reads right to left, top to bottom. And when you're looking at a 2-page spread, your eyes follow a kind of S-curve, starting at the top right, flowing down the right page, then jumping to the left and flowing down again. The visual rhythm helps guide the reader smoothly through the story. And underneath it all, the storytelling structure still matters. Even across 2 pages, you'll still see Ki Sho Ten Ketsu. And again, it stands for the introduction, development, twist, and conclusion. Unlike Yonkoma, it doesn't always fit perfectly into 4 panels, but the flow is still there, just stretched across more space. When you design your spread with this in mind, you're not just drawing panels, you're crafting momentum. Let's take a look at our student Yuon's 2-page one-shot. He starts off with a strong, dramatic intro.
I'm afraid I have bad news for you.
And as a reader, you're wondering,
oh my gosh, what's happening?
Then comes the twist.
You have poor eyesight.
Total shock.
Please try these glasses on.
And suddenly, the MC sees clearly for the first time. And right in front of her, a cute young doctor giving her a kind smile. In only 2 pages, Yuon was able to bring drama, an unexpected twist, and even a hint of romance. Short, sweet, and feels complete. Here's a tip for creating a solid 2-page one-shot. Just choose one simple moment. Pick a small scene, like your character getting shocked, tripping, or finding something cool. No full story needed, just one moment you're excited to draw. Once that feels easy, challenge yourself to go longer. 4 pages, 8 pages, 12, and even 16. Now, ready to create your very first manga within the next 2 hours? Try making your very first yonkoma or 2-page spread after this video. We've hosted multiple workshops and helped hundreds of aspiring mangakas create their first 1 to 2-page manga in 2 hours or less. If they can do it, you can do it too. Want even more guidance? Grab your pencil and paper or prep your digital art supplies. Then watch this free Yonkoma workshop and draw along side by side.